All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Got some orders to ship out today. We have eBay, Poshmark, and one Depop order going out the door. Quite a few sales yesterday. Yesterday was, for some reason, was a good day. 9 sales on eBay. I think we got 3 on Poshmark, 1 on Depop. So welcome in. Feel free to ask questions while you're here. If you're watching this on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat so I know you came in. And then make sure you like the live too. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, 1 Depop, 3 Poshmark, all the rest eBay. I even had a multi-quantity order on eBay, which is good. We do have one item that was an super old listing, and for some reason we didn't put an inventory number on it, and it's in inventory. So Kayla's out trying to figure out where that is. Should be on the first rack, so she's gonna dig for it. It's a Ralph Lauren shirt, so she should be able to find it pretty quick. But that's it. We're gonna get started here in just a second. Let me make sure I got Nifty open, and let me slide the chat over so I can read. What's up, Trisha? Let me slide this over. Right there. All right, now I can read it. What's up, Trisha? Welcome in. All right, let's get started. First order that sold is actually over on Depop. Am I even in the right page on Nifty? I'm not. Let me find this. Sims shirt. Men's Sims is just a long sleeve fishing shirt. Good brand to look out for. This one sold for 23 bucks. Full price sale over on Depop, which doesn't happen very often. I didn't even realize I sold this yesterday because I don't even think I got a notification. Depop is so not used to people just buying stuff and full price, so they didn't even send me a notification on this one. But Sim shirt sold for 23 bucks. Good little sale right there. Hopefully YouTube is working again. I'm gonna have to open up YouTube and see because I see Facebook comments, but I don't see the YouTube comments. Yesterday it was giving me trouble too. My hanger's been cross country, but finally supposed to arrive today. Let's go. Let's go. Let me see. Let me see if if this multicasting is messing up again. I don't know why it keeps doing this. I'm gonna have to reach out to them and let them know that their program is messed up. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of comments over here. Dang it. Sorry, YouTube. I see you now. Let me slide you guys over too. I'll have you guys on the separate screen again until this actually links up together. It's weird. It's been doing this like every day recently. Let's slide this over. This one needs to go up. Now I can read both chats. There we go. That should work. All right, what's up, Juliet? What's up, Blended? What's up, Melissa? What's up, Dora? What's up, everybody? What's up, Piece of Scrap? Kiki's here. Welcome in, everybody. My estate sale video blew up on TikTok and just under 4,000 views in less than 48 hours. To me, that was a blow up. That's good. That's good. On TikTok right now, go look at my views, Dora. My views are dead. I think my last couple videos, like I have one that hit 10,000, but it was a short video, so it should. Weird. TikTok is weird. So yeah, YouTube, you guys are working, but you're not being multicasted for some reason. See, this is what I'm seeing on my end. I see Trisha, I see Joy, but I don't see any YouTube comments over here for some reason. It's very weird. Watch, they'll start coming in like super soon. It's so weird lately. It's been messing up like that. My hammer was supposed to be here Saturday, but it's still in Florida. Trisha on it to get it moving. Hopefully nice. Yeah, that's not Trisha's fault. That's just the post office's fault. Post office is being weird right now. What's up, Angel? Welcome in. All right. Next order is all Poshmark orders. We got 3 Poshmark orders, 2 of which I accepted right before the live. I got offers last night and I accepted this morning. We'll start with this one right here. These are men's Polo Ralph Lauren pants. I tell you guys all the time, pick these up. Just bread and butter pickups. Don't pay too much for these because they're not going to sell for a crazy amount of money. These sold for 20 bucks over on Posh. Size 40. I literally just listed these last week and they already sold. So you can pick up the right pants. If you're a bin shopper, this would be a good like bread and butter piece for you to pick up at the bins. Grab for $1, whatever it costs at the bins to grab these, $2, and you flip them for 20 bucks plus ship all day, every day. Yeah, not blaming Trisha out. I gotcha. Yeah, I know. You're just messing around. The sales company called me back to come the second day and gave me a deal on what they had left. Found more chrome hearts. Let's go. Let's go. I wish I could pop comments up on the screen. Hopefully this all figures itself out. So weird lately. So weird. We saw live on Whatnot. What device are you using? You can just use your phone. I could do the whole show from my phone. Typically what we do is we have Kayla on the 1s and 2s. So she's over here running it from the computer, and then I'm doing everything from the phone. But I don't, like yesterday's show, I didn't technically need Kayla to run the items or run the items in the background. I could do it from my phone, but I just find it easier just to focus on the screen and focus on the chat and not have to worry about like pressing buttons. So that's why we have her run it. So Sims just released a collab with the Grateful Dead. Nice. Sims and Grateful Dead. What a combo wombo right there. Did the rain slow for packing? Right now, there's no rain. It is a beautiful day out today, so hopefully it stays that way because it has been raining literally every day here. I need to mow the lawn, but I couldn't mow the lawn because it's so sopping wet outside. I have some brand new Polo Chinos. Let's go. Cellraise app, any experience? They keep reaching out to me to make content for them. To be honest, I always tell them no because Nifty does the same exact thing, and Nifty cross lists, and Nifty sends out offers, D-lists, all that stuff. And every week it feels like they're in my DMs like, hey, do you want to make a video, Cellraise video? And to be honest, the people making those videos, they're doing it just for the money. They're not doing it because it's a good app. That's my advice with that. It's a very, I don't know how to word this. It's a very amateur app. That's what I'll say. It's very new. It's very amateur, and you're going to see a lot of those apps popping up because it's going to be super easy for people to make those apps with AI and all that stuff going on right now. So that's my opinion. They've reached out for collabs, and I've denied them every time. I had another company to reach out to me like 2 days ago about a collab. Basically, again, they do the same thing that Nifty does. So why would I collab with another software that's very, very similar to Nifty? I have another one that reached out. That is a good company. But again, Nifty does the same thing. It's My Reseller Genie reached out. Good company, great people, but it just doesn't make sense for me to push it. So that's what I'll say. Most of those people doing Cellraise stuff is because they're getting a check to do it. It's not because it's a good software. Do you have a link for your storage boxes? There's a link in your link tree, but I think one of your lives you said that you can get the boxes from somewhere else. No, that's in my link tree. TrueKid, if you go to my link tree over on Facebook, so click on my link tree, that's in my pinned post. The boxes, you'll be able to see them on the front page. The boxes are in like the products we use on a daily basis section, and I think it's might be in the storage rack supplies section. So just click on that. It's the same boxes that we use, the 28 by 8 by 8 boxes. What promotions do you do on eBay? I do 9% across the board, 9% on everything because we sell all clothing. So bundle 2 boys size 18 polo shorts for $35, sold in 2 days full price. I sold some polo shorts, kids polo shorts the other day too. Like last week, I think we were on live and I shipped those out. They sold in like 1 day. Kids polo pieces can sell. They can sell very, very well if you grab the right ones. All right, this is another sale that I took this morning. This is a Holderness and Bourne men's polo. $22 is what this one sold for, a little bread and butter sale. Holderness and Bourne used to be able to get like 35 plus. Now these are showing up in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Typically when that happens, the market takes a little hit, and these have definitely taken a little hit. So, dang, I have a meeting in 15 minutes. Oh, I'm sorry. You're here though. You made it. You made it. It's the thought and the effort that counts, Christy. It's the thought and effort that counts. What's Kayla link to our page? Kay the Book Nerd. Kay the Book Nerd. She's not on YouTube though. She's on Facebook and she's on Instagram, but not on YouTube. So if you want to find Kayla, you gotta look her up on Facebook or Instagram. Sold the kids polo shirt today. There you go. If you had 4 similar products, just different colors, same manufacturer, would you bundle them together or 2 different packs? Either or. It just depends on the brand, really. If it's like a lower end brand that typically sells for like $20, I'd probably put all 4 together and price it at like $69.99 and give them like $10 off and blow them out really quick because you make good margins on that. If it's like a higher end brand that goes for like $40 to $50, I'd probably put 2 together or do them individually. Usually I do everything individually, if that helps. Increase my promotion rate to 6% and have sales picked up. Let's go. Nice. Yeah, I'm probably going to drop mine here pretty soon. Once probably October-ish is where I'll drop mine down to like 7% from the 9% because that's typically when you'll see an organic increase in sales. So there's no real point to be promoting at that time. First time hearing your live, but following you for months already. Love how you share videos, post for us newbies, and the selling platform helps a lot. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you hopping in, Donna. You know, it's crazy. I said this the other day too. There's people commenting on that letter post that I made that letter post and I wrote it up and I posted it to my own social media, which is absolutely, I told Kayla that and she was like, these people have no lives. And then I got people like Donna that come in and prove that that's obviously not true because I have people coming in and showing support all the time. So I appreciate you, Donna. But man, I've had to delete so many comments on that post, so many negative people on that post. It's crazy. How do you get the free USPS supplies? Go to USPS.com. USPS.com, you got to create an account. Once you create an account, you can go, let me show you what it looks like. USPS.com. Sorry, I'm a little sick today too, chat. You can probably hear it in my voice. You're going to sign in. Let me share my screen really quick. You're going to sign in to USPS.com. So you're going to hit this button in the right-hand corner that says register, sign in. And then what you're going to do is after you sign in, you're going to basically put in your address is all they're really going to ask you for. I think that's all they ask you for, your address, because you don't really buy anything unless you want to buy stamps and stuff online. And then you're going to go to shipping supplies. And then from here, you're going to click on the free shipping supplies products right there on the left. And then you're going to click through here. So everything right here is all free supplies. Typically what I grab are going to be the Tyvek envelopes. These are these right here that I'm using to ship Poshmark orders out in. You got the padded flat rate, which is a good option for like jeans and things like that. Also Poshmark orders, you can throw them in here. Actually, any of these you can throw Poshmark orders in. I don't really grab much flat rate materials. I do grab the medium side loading box for Whatnot orders. So for like, if I get like an order of like 4 polos, they fit really nicely in here. My favorite box is this box right here. It's called the shoe box. This can fit jackets. It can fit multi-quantity orders for Whatnot. So if I get somebody that buys a jean and a shirt and a jacket, I can usually shove it in that box and it'll fit perfectly fine. And then also I grab the large priority box. This is for like larger Whatnot orders. So if I get somebody that comes through and buys like, 10 items on Whatnot or 12 items on Whatnot, typically they'll fit in this box, or I can double up this box and make it into a big box and then I can ship it out that way. But those are pretty much the ones that I grab. There's a whole mess of boxes on here. Just be careful with the ones you grab. Obviously, if you grab an express mail box, it has to be shipped express mail. You cannot put a priority mail label on that. You can also grab the, this, if you wanted to grab the kit. There's a couple kits here, so if you wanted to grab one of the kits to see what boxes you like the best for your business, you can do that too. But yeah, it's USPS.com, and those are all free shipping supplies. You can order them for free and have them delivered for free right to your door for free. Free money. I always pick up kids polo items with prominent hits. Always sell quick. Yep, 100%. I think so too. We grab those at red, white, and blue because typically they go 75% off and they're only like $2 for those. I actually have those stored away right now. We're going to do a kids Ralph Lauren, Patagonia, and North Face show. I have like 4 bins and I'm going to do that around like probably October, November. Picked up $5 button downs for $1 each of the flea. I normally don't go through the kids. There you go. See, everybody's grabbing kid stuff. What were the struggles in the beginning? I wish I could pop comments on the screen. Sorry guys, the comments are, actually I can do this one on the screen, but I have to click back off. I wish I could, but I can't. I'll just read out of the chat today. What are the struggles in the beginning? Were you consistent? Just curious what to expect when starting out. So when I first started out, was I as consistent as I am now? No, but I was consistent. I was consistently posting every single day. I'd post anywhere between 1 to 5 items pretty much every single day when I came home from the post office. So I'd work at the post office during the day, come home at night. I'd stop at the thrift store on the way home, grab like 5 items, 5 to 10 items, and I'd just slowly list those throughout the week. When I ran out of items to list, I'd go back to the post office. And I tried to stay as consistent as I could, working a full-time job. As soon as I quit the post office, obviously, I was able to be way more consistent. And that's when I really started posting on social media and being consistent with that. So there you go. Struggles in the beginning. Struggles in the beginning. Struggles in the beginning. What's a good struggle? I can't really think of too many like major struggles besides like the normal stuff, like losing money on shipping. I mean, I've lost money on shipping when I first started, and I learned from those mistakes. I think most of the struggles I had were just like normal struggles people have when they're starting up a business, and keeping track of Keeping track of receipts, keeping track of mileage that I used. Like in the first year, I didn't track any mileage, so I didn't get to write off any miles in my first year because I didn't keep track of it. Like I'd on the way home, I'd be stopping at the thrift store and then going back home, and then on my days off, I'd be going out thrifting or dropping stuff off at the post office on my day off. And all that was mileage I could have potentially wrote off that I never tracked because I didn't know how to do that. So that's a struggle because taxes were a struggle. I'd say taxes are probably a struggle for everybody. Even when you're experienced, taxes are still a struggle because when you're experienced, that means you got to pay them. You got to pay a lot of it. So, yeah, that's what I would say. Taxes for sure. Knowing what brands sell best, yeah. Learning the brands that sell the best. Learning the sizes that sell best too. A lot of people they learn the brands, but they don't learn the sizes. And they go out and buy a really good brand in a really bad size, and that sits in their store forever. So I have an account. I will order some bags. I just bought some on Amazon. There you go. Nice. Western Pearl Snap plaid shirts, size 3XL. Thanks for your input. There you go. Wait. Oh, you have Western Pearl Snaps. Yeah. With those, if they're just like Wrangler or something like that, I'd probably lot them all together. I was able to order Lightbox. Thank you. Yes, they sold out. Once I made that photo post on Facebook, they sold out in like an hour. So as soon as there was more available, I'll let you guys know. There's some people that still wanted some, and they were like, dang it, they already sold out. I did talk to the company. They should have about 150 on the way for next month, but you have to wait a whole nother month to wait till those come back in stock. So if you got one for the month. Shipping was really fast on these two. I don't know if they spread them out across all their warehouses, but it only like shipping for me was only like 2 or 3 days, which is really good. So that means they're starting to spread them out, which means they're starting to get a lot more in stock. All right, next order is a Ministry of Supply shirt. Great brand to look for. This one was brand new with tags. I grabbed this in a bulk buy locally for $10, and it sold for $35. This one's been listed for a little bit, though. Grabbed this a while ago. Do you use a spreadsheet for the beginner? Do you use a spreadsheet for the beginner? What do you use now? I use Nifty to keep track of all my sales. It does it automatically. In the beginning, I did use a spreadsheet, and I do have a Kathleen. If you need to make a spreadsheet because you don't know how to make a spreadsheet, I do have a video on YouTube for a free reseller spreadsheet, so you can just go to YouTube and create a free reseller spreadsheet. I listed 2 items yesterday, and they both sold within a few hours. Let's go. Hey, that's good. That means you're picking up the right stuff. That's a good sign. eBay went back to the 20K for 10. Well, it's not eBay that went back to 20K. It's every single site goes back to 20K for the 1099K. It's because the laws about that change. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about getting a 1099K if you don't go over $20,000 or it's I think it's 200 sales. It's 200 sales or 20,000. I think it's those numbers. I forget what exactly the numbers is. I don't care because even though you don't get a 1099, you're still supposed to pay taxes on all your profit. Just understand that. Just because you don't get a piece of paper from the platform that you sell on does not mean you're just like, oh, I don't have to report any of that. You're supposed to report all your profit no matter what. It's just those businesses are required to send you that form if you sell over that certain amount. They're required by law to send it out. So don't think that you're just getting off tax-free and you're not having to pay taxes on your profit. I know some people do that and do whatever you want with your business, but if the IRS ever audits you, especially if you start growing your accounts and the first couple of years you show no profit and then all of a sudden you make 50,000 on a platform, the IRS might be like, wait, what happened? Like, did you just start? Oh no, I started like 3 or 4 years ago. Okay, so where's all your taxes for the last 3 or 4 years? Oh, I didn't put those out because I didn't make 20,000. Okay, well, we need all the tax money from all that. You're still going to have to pay your taxes. So just because you don't make 20K does not mean you don't have to pay taxes. I know that's not you talking directly to you, Ralph, but I just hear that all the time in my comments. Like, I don't have to pay taxes because I didn't make 20K. I'm like, no, you still got to pay taxes. That's how that works. I got the big one. I could take flat lay photos. And on the bottom for most of my items, except pants and super large shirts. Great purchase, the photo box. Mine is, you got the huge one? Yeah, you got the huge one. The big boy. The big boys are still available. I just linked the one that I use, but the big boys are good too. All of them are good, really. They're all pretty much the same. It's just different sizes. So make sure you measure out your room and see if it'll fit. Next up, this was just listed, as you can tell from that inventory number, 2824 or 6824. This is a Roan commuter shirt. I picked this up locally in a bulk buy. I think I paid $15 for this, brand new with tags. It sold in just a few days for $40 plus shipping. I had this listed for I think $49.99, and I got an offer within just a few days of listing, so I took it. Made a good profit on that, getting it in and out the door. I've listed items in Poshmark. Should that be automatically posted to eBay if I subscribe to Nifty? It doesn't automatically post. You do have to click some buttons to get it over. So for each listing, you have to click on eBay and then cross-list your item. It doesn't, like, as soon as you sign up, it just cross-lists all your stuff automatically. You still got to do that by clicking. But if you have, like, let's say 200 items on Poshmark, you should be able to cross-list those over to eBay probably within an hour. You'll have that done. Super fast, super efficient over on Nifty. So yes. I have the link, Donna, in the description of this live if you wanted to sign up for Nifty, if you've never used it before and you wanted 15% off, or if you want to use it for free for 7 days. There's a limited 7-day free trial over for Nifty. I'll throw it in the chat for you too, so that way you don't have to go search for it. Let me find it. Let me find it. My computer's been running slow. Maybe that's why it's not linking. My internet and my computer has been going super slow. I put it over on YouTube, and I put it over on Facebook. So weird that this didn't connect to YouTube again. All right, use that link, and you get 15% off your first month. All right, next order is going to be this Red Van Lee polo. Now this one did have a small flaw on the bottom of it. Looks like it was dragged at the Marshalls or TJ Maxx, wherever I got this from. And I had to list this a little bit lower. Typically you sell these for around 40 to 50 bucks, but this one I took a best offer of $30 for. I think I paid like 15, 20 bucks for it. So I'm making a little bit of profit. I would have made more if it didn't have a flaw, and I didn't notice it until we were listing it. We already had cut the tags off, and at that point we can't really return it to TJ Maxx and Marshalls. So subscribe, thank you, no problem. Yeah, use the 7-day free trial. See if you like it first. I think you will, and then if you do, you get save that 15% off your first month. Always go with the monthly though. Don't go with the annual. You never know how things are going to change over the next few months, so you don't want to go annual because then you're stuck in Nifty for a year. You don't really save too much extra, to be honest. It's like 10% savings per month, but you save 15% off your first month if you use a code, so you have to factor that in. It's just a little bit of savings to be locked in for a year. I don't suggest it. I always tell people that. Are bulk sales by weight or items still priced individually? Are bulk sales by weight? What do you mean bulk sales? Like selling, if you list multiple items in one lot, everything is by weight. So even if you list 10 shirts in the same lot, you're listing it by weight for that. Where's the link? It's above, Kathleen. It should be in the chat above you, like 3 comments above you. When Nifty recreates on eBay and changes the price, does it carry over on the other platforms, or do you have to do that manually? It will not change it on the other platforms. So if you drop your price by 10% on just eBay alone, if you have it set to drop by 10%, then it'll just drop 10% on eBay. But you can have it recreate on all the other platforms with the price drop too. I don't do that. I just keep my prices the same and I just recreate. But if you wanted to, you could drop the price across the board on all the other platforms if that's what you want to do. Or you could just drop on eBay, leave it priced higher on Poshmark because Poshmark has more fees. You can decide which one you want to do. But yeah, it doesn't recreate and change the price on all platforms. Do you pay tax on items you purchase when you buy inventory? Yes. I don't have a reseller certificate, so I do pay taxes on the products that I'm buying at the thrift store. It would make more sense to have one of those because you save throughout the year, but I get to write off the cost as a cost of goods, so it's still a write-off at the end of the day. So I don't really go out of my way. Plus, when you're buying at like places like Goodwill and things like that, they probably aren't going to take a reseller certificate, or they're going to give you trouble, and it's just not going to be worth your time. So I just don't worry about it. Duluth Trading Company, this thing has been listed forever. I'm glad to see it go. I don't really pick these up anymore. This was bought in a bulk buy. I don't go out of my way to grab these, and the only reason I bought it was because it was part of the bulk buy. I probably paid like $3 for it or something like that, but it's been listed forever. So don't buy these. They sit forever, and they don't sell for a ton. $19.99 plus shipping. Oops, I messed up that bag. There we go. Just a bread and butter sale, not worth picking up. Number of items you could fit in your storage boxes like clothing. You could typically, it depends on what you have in there. If you have a bunch of jackets, obviously you're going to fit less in a box than if you had a bunch of shirts, like shirts. If you have a bunch of flannels, you're going to fit less than you would if you had a bunch of t-shirts in there. So really depends on what you have in there. I have put a mix in my boxes, and typically I can fit somewhere between 25 to 35 pieces if I squish them down. So 25 to 35 is what you can fit in those boxes. I heard you take a picture of your item, and then you have, I heard when you take a picture of your item that you have to use square mode on your iPhone. You don't have to use square mode, but when you're looking on eBay search results, let's just type in Ralph Lauren Polo. All sites are formatted for square mode. So if you look at these photos right here, this one is in square mode. This one, and this one all are not in square mode. That one, all not in square mode. This one, that one's in square mode, not in square mode. So you can see how these all have borders. It's because they're not in square mode at all. You can see the borders there. You can see the borders there. This one, no borders. This one's actually that's my listing, right? I'm pretty sure that's my listing, which is good. I'm at the top of search. Is that my listing? No, it's not my listing. That's somebody who looks exactly like my listing. Very close. That almost, yeah, that looks just like mine. Whoever that is, that's awesome. You got good photos. Square mode, square mode, square mode, square mode. As you can see, square mode. This one's not in square mode. So that's why you take it in square mode, because it eliminates these borders, fills out the whole photo. So when somebody's searching through eBay, I feel like their eyes are drawn more to people that have these type of photos than these type of photos. Super easy to do square mode. It's just a setting in your phone. Before you take photos, you just switch over to square mode. Easy peasy. Is Nifty worth it if only selling on eBay? If you're just selling on eBay, depends on what you want it to do. You wouldn't get the cross-lister version of it. Obviously, you would get just the automation tool, and the automation tool now. This is where you decide if it's worth it for you. It's going to send out offers. It's going to delist and relist. It's going to send out offers, delist, relist. I'm missing one. What am I missing? Why can't I think of this morning? This is what I'll do for eBay. Yes, so it sends out offers, recreates, and that's pretty much what it does for eBay. So if you're just selling on eBay, I'd say probably no. This is what it does for eBay. So you just have this line right here. And I think you could get it cheaper if I remember correctly. And then it keeps analytics. Well, it won't keep analytics because you don't have the cross lister. I'd probably say no. If you just want eBay automation, it's just $22 a month. So again, that's send offers and recreating, like delisting and sell similar. For $22, I'd say you could do that yourself. I wouldn't tell you to get it. Now, if you have aspirations to cross list to multiple platforms, later on down the road, you wanted to get your inventory into Nifty ASAP and then be able to do that later, then yes, maybe you can use it for a month or two and then start cross-listing. But for what you have, just eBay, and if you have no aspirations to go to other platforms, I would say no. That's what I would say. Why are there models in some of the listings? That's because they're using product photos. I never suggest using product photos either. You're really not supposed to use product photos on eBay. So that's why it looks like that. Some people could be using the AI model tool. So basically they take a photo and AI is putting it on a model for them. That could be what they're doing. But I think a lot of those people are just like taking it right off the website and putting it on their listing. And especially if you're selling pre-owned clothing, I would highly suggest not doing that because it's making it look like it's a brand new piece, but it's not brand new. So next up, Ralph Lauren. This is just a men's size large Ralph Lauren shirt sold for $20.70. $20.70. Change the flat rate shipping and promoted. I'm not seeing an increase in sales. I'm actually selling more on Posh than eBay. Hey, that I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why people would be more drawn away from paying less for shipping. So if your shipping is set correctly, you're selling stuff and you got your shipping set to 7, 10, and 12 like I am, you should see an increase in sales, not a decrease. I don't know what to I don't know. I don't know how to help with that situation. If you're seeing a decrease in sales and you're promoting more and you're giving deals on shipping, I don't know. that's I don't know how to help. That might be the items that you're picking up. But if you're seeing an increase on Posh, maybe it's just a slow time on eBay. Maybe that's it. Or maybe try to increase by like a percentage more and see if that helps. Hi, Amy. Amy's here. What's up, Amy? I missed your comment. What's up, Amy? I got 2 separate comment lines today, Amy, because my thing is not hooking up correctly. So that's my excuse. Appreciate the honesty. No problem. No problem. What do you think about Christian Dior ties? I got 3. I was going a lot together. They were only $1.50 for all 3. You could lot those together because they're easy to list together, easy to ship. Yeah, you could lot them together. Typically, Christian Dior ties, depending on the pattern, you're looking at like $20 to $35. So if you have good pattern ones, you can list them all together for like 60, 70 bucks. You paid $1.50 for all 3. Makes your listing really easy and shipping really easy. And then you don't have to sit on them. Give them a good deal and it'll sell really fast. What's up, Jennifer? Welcome in. All right, next order going out the door. I do have a bundle order. Let me see. Okay, this is not a bundle order. This is a flawed Polo Ralph Lauren polo. I forget where the flaw was on this, but it was definitely flawed. Only sold for $13.50. I paid $4 for it. I didn't notice a flaw until I got home, listed it, and listed it really low. I think I had it listed for $14.99 plus shipping, and then Nifty sent out a 10% on offer, and this person accepted. So got that one out the door. Minor flaw. If I remember correctly, it was like a pinhole or something like that at the very bottom. So I still listed it, still sold. This person got a good deal, and I made a little bit of money. Basically, made my money back. Lots of problems today on what not to do. Lots of problems today on what not to do. Oh, for the model photos, yeah. I wouldn't suggest using model photos. It's great info advice. Appreciate you doing this. Appreciate you being here, Jen. Appreciate everybody being here. Sorry about my voice. My voice is slowly going in and out because I'm feeling a little under the weather. It's probably because my kids keep making me do bike rides at night and they want to go whenever it's raining outside. I keep telling them, like, we're going to get sick if we keep going when it's raining outside. They're like, come on, Dad, let's go for a bike ride. All right, let's go. And then, sure enough, I'm not feeling good today. I think one of them was sick yesterday, too. So, kiddos. Anyways, this is a Polo Ralph Lauren bundle. Got a bundle of 3 items. So if you guys don't know, I'm running a deal in my store that if you buy 2 or more items together in my eBay store, you get free shipping. And then also I have a deal running too where if you spend over $50, you get 10% off. So this person actually got both deals, which is very smart of them. And I made good money because I don't pay hardly anything for Polo Ralph Lauren polos. So they bought 3 of these polos, all the same size. You got a blue one, you got a gray one, and another gray one. They paid $62.97 for all 3 of these, and they got free shipping. All I have to do is probably going to throw this into a padded flat rate because this is not going to fit in this. So I'll throw this into a padded flat rate envelope, ship it out. It'll cost me like right around $10 to ship it. They got a good deal. I got a good profit off this, and I get to clear out 3 polos. So it's a win-win for everybody. I've sold more multi-quantity orders on eBay in the last 2 weeks than I have in like the last 2 years because of this sale that I'm running. So highly suggested if you guys are thinking about moving some more inventory, doing a sale like that, like a 10% discount with a free shipping discount, you'll get more multi-quantity orders. Tommy Bahama silk shirt, nice pattern on this one. This one sold for 29 doll hairs. On Nifty, is there a way to change the amount for shipping for items that are 10 to 14 ounces buyer pays? So Nifty is going to use your shipping policies to decide. So you decide your shipping based off your shipping policies. Nifty doesn't actually create those policies. You got to do that beforehand before you start cross-listing with Nifty. So that's all business policies that you create. Who are you talking to? I do it my normal name. I do it my normal name today. Jennifer, right? Yeah. Did I say that right? There's a Jen above you. There was a Jen above you and earlier in the chat, I believe. There's also people on Facebook too, or on YouTube. So you guys don't see the YouTube comments if you're on Facebook. I got 2 streams running right now. Um, Creating a listing with a Nifty is a way to set eBay best offer to toggle as a no, as it's saved by default. Afraid I'm going to overlook this toggle. So, what was your question again? To no, there's not a way to automatically set it to no. You got to change it over to no, but it's just when you scroll through the eBay portion of it, it says best offer, and then you just hit the no button. So for items under $25, I typically hit that button and just select no. I used to do free shipping, but thought it would help sales, but got burned. So now I'm having to buyer pay shipping. Yeah, I do buyer pay shipping on everything. I thought the same thing too. And then I found this guy. His name is Surfs Up Finds, crazy guy. And he when he sold anything, when Surf sells anything in his store, he does buyer pay shipping. And ever since I changed over to buyer pay shipping, I'm making more money, and buyers are actually buying the same amount, if not even more, and they're paying shipping for stuff. So. How do you differentiate items that you sell that are your own items and items that you purchase to sell when doing taxes? Talk to your tax advisor. Every tax advisor is going to give you different advice on this. For the most part, most tax advisors are going to say, find your receipts for those items and use the receipts as your cost of goods. If you can't find the receipts, guesstimate what you paid for the item. Typically, that's what they'll tell you to do. Some tax advisors will say, sorry, you can't use a cost of goods. Some will say you can. So talk to your tax advisor. They're smarter than me. I had a weird situation happen and need advice. I sold a pole Ralph Lauren a few weeks ago. When I went to ship it, it was addressed to somebody at a correctional facility. Yesterday it came back as refused. eBay doesn't show it was returned. I messaged the buyer, but no response. What do I do? So it was already returned to you. You're going, and the post office didn't scan it as refused because they're supposed to scan it when they deliver it back to you. I would wait till the buyer reaches back out to you. You can refund them if you want to right away. But if you refund them right away, I mean, you could just refund them, I guess. That'd probably be the way I do it. I just refund them and just count it as a loss because it already came back to you. You can't really ship it again. You'd have to refund them anyway to reship the order. So I would just refund them, message them and say, hey, I refunded your order. If you feel like purchasing it again, it is available for sale again. Just keep in mind that it was refused from the correctional facility. So I just refund them and just count it as a loss. How do you set up multi-quantity shipping? It's within your sales. So if you go, let me see if I can find it real quick. I think it's in your average. No, it's in your marketing. Is it in your marketing? Yeah. You're going to click on marketing right here, and then you're going to click create a discount, and then you can do a sale event order discount. So what I have right now is I have the order discount for the if you spend 50 or more, you get 10% off, and then I have the shipping discount set. And if they can take advantage of both of these discounts. So you're just going to click on this, and then you're going to go into here, and you're going to select your parameters for your discount. So that's how you set it up. Marketing, and then you just tap on marketing. It'll bring you to this page, and then you can create your discount. I don't know why it doesn't show my discounts. Oh, here. Review active discounts. So I have spend 10 or extra 10% off $50 or more, and then free shipping on 2 or more items. So I have both of those running right now, and you can see the order totals. I just started this one August 14th. So not too long ago, and it's been doing really well. And I have these running for a year plus. I'll end them whenever I feel like ending them, but for right now, I'm just going to keep them going. How do I set a ban on my eBay store? Do I have to purchase the Vista they offer? You don't have to. You can create your own. What I would say, if you're able to use ChatGPT and you know how to use ChatGPT, you can have ChatGPT create the banner for you. Just figure out what the dimensions are for the banner in your store. Just Google that. What are the dimensions for the eBay banner? Once you figure that out, you can just literally just put it up there. Who are you talking to? There's lots of Jennifers. There's a Jen in here. There's Jennifer. There's Jen. There's Thrifty Goose. There's everybody here. Holy cow! There's a lot of Jennifers here today. There's Jennifers over in. I don't. Was there any over here in YouTube? No. Just over on Facebook. Lots of Jennifers. Can I change my shipping policy even though I have items in Nifty already? Yes. If you change your shipping policies, they will automatically adjust, but it's within eBay. It's not actually within Nifty. So if you're changing them within eBay. I have a video on YouTube. Go watch the shipping policies video on YouTube. It's an older one, so if you just scroll, you'll find it. It'll explain everything about setting up shipping policies. Well, it's probably good you didn't catch Surf's Live. It probably saved your ears and your eyes. He lost his prison privileges. Yeah, he was allowed to order stuff, and then he did something bad, so he's stuck in the hole. Next up, Tommy Bahama. This is a men's size 2XLB Tommy Bahama. I picked this up at a thrift store. You guys probably saw it in a video recently. Sold for 28 bucks. Nice quick sale. Had it listed for $34.99, and this person set a $28 offer, and I accepted it. Use Canva for my banner. There you go. Canva works. Yeah. Hi, I'm Jennifer. No, your name is Scott. Your name is Scott. I forget what I think I just had a banner already made, and I think I used the same banner. Yeah, I had a banner made from somebody like way back in the day for my Facebook, and it wasn't formatted to Facebook correctly, but it was formatted to eBay correctly, so I just used that. I think it's nice to make your store look nice, so adding a banner. It says you can add a video. I didn't do that, like a video like explaining your business and who you are and all that stuff, but I didn't do that. But I think that could be cool too. I guess it's a way for buyers to know who they're buying from. So like if you had like a warehouse, you can make a video like, hey, this is my warehouse. This is where we ship from. And then you could give like a deal in there. Make sure that you take advantage of the 10% off $50 or more deal. Like you can try to promote during that video. Could be cool. But I don't have one on my eBay store. And that's it. Everything shipped out today. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Sorry for the chats being all over the place. Couldn't really read them because they're in two separate places. Hopefully that fixes. That's 2 days in a row that happened over on Restream. So I'll reach out to them and see what's going on, why it keeps doing that. But appreciate you guys hanging out. I probably will have a short form video today. It's going to be the order pulls from Monday. I still haven't edited that video, but I'll put that out. A little short form piece. And then remember, tomorrow is our Ralph Lauren Whatnot show. So if you're interested in a bunch of Ralph Lauren, I'm probably going to put anywhere between 60 to 100 pieces of just Ralph Lauren pieces tomorrow that I'm trying to clear out. So come to tomorrow's show. It's going to be midday at 12 p.m. I'm actually going to set that show up today and get it all ready to go. So come out tomorrow.